Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another gameplay for you guys today. I am the Frenzy Gamer, and I'd like to welcome you to my gameplay of the game Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I've seen lots of YouTubers be playing this, and I'm pretty much, as you consider, late to the trend. But, you know, part of the reason was, portion of it was because I was sick with a cold, so I couldn't really talk at all. Or I could, but I just didn't really feel right for talking. And not to mention with my work schedule that came up, it just finally finished, but that's going to be another story for another day. Long story short though, it was hell, but I got through it, and now I'm just happy to be back and playing some games for you guys. But pretty much this game is based on the main message of don't judge a book by its cover. I feel like it does that kind of message pretty brilliantly. But yeah, like, I'm just really excited to play this. I know you guys were pretty much excited to see this because it was actually voted on mostly for my next gameplay video. And I'm really excited, so let's get started with it. And I'm still kind of sick, so excuse me, alright? So my name's, I'm just gonna put my name. Or, yeah, fuck it. I'll put my name. Hey! Also, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of voice acting in this, even though I'm fucking terrible in it. It's a good way to start, isn't it, right? I might actually decide that's the worst choice in my life, and probably, like, you know, just stop doing it. I see an annoying good running towards me, from the distance waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's actually Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Damn, I'm kind of a dick in a way. Shit. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Sounds like me though. You know, oversleeping every time. Even though, like, I have the alarm and everything, it still happens. Like, what the fuck? But if she's going to chase me after like this, I almost feel better off running away. Then do it. Just fucking do it, bro. However, I just sigh and I deal in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. That was terrible. I overslept again. But I caught up to you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Lorenzo. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. And I need to get used to reading this fucking thing to see if it's her or me, so yeah. That's gonna happen a lot, guys, and I'm pretty sure I'm red right now. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever. So what's up, Sayori? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily committee. By the way, Lorenzo, have you decided to join any club yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. And I need to read the shit. I haven't been looking either. Like, I just don't have the time. Like, I wake up in the morning and then I go to school, and then afterwards it's like my manager calls me and is like, hey buddy, so I need you to come and work at 5 and you finna close for me today, so can you do that? And then, like, deep down I am like, oh, I just want a day off. But then I'm just like texting him and be like, yeah, sure, it's no problem. I don't have any problem working hours I don't have to, you know. And so if you really want to know why, that's why. That's not true. You told me you were joining the club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried about you and you won't learn how to socialize or even have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET, whoever that is, in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, alright? Doug made me keep worrying about you. Alright. Thank you. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though that I'll join one. Just letting you know. Will you at least promise me to try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! That's terrible voice acting, I'm sorry. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I even know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation, like joining a club. Clubs. ... Sorry wants me to check out some clubs, so I might as well do it. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club, because, you know, I like anime so much. I mean, have you seen Fairy Tail? It's pretty good anime. No, I'm playing. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom where I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch up to you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? Boy! There is no way that I'm going to your club. Not even in a million years. Don't even bother trying. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Surprisingly, how she even become one, despite of her many lack of confidence and acknowledgement, even though that's none of the things that actually premised her. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. At least she's motivated. Not like my bitch ass. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I feel you, brother. I didn't even read like the last things that we had to read for like British literature, so like I feel your pain. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, and Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. So you know, you better fucking join, or else I'ma drag your ass all the way in. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. She wants you, bro. Just do it. I let out a long sigh. I guess I have no choice. I really don't. Fine. I'll stop for a couple of cupcakes, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day that I have sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh, that's actually what it says! Oh, damn. The things you would do to sell your soul, guys. I will sell your soul for a potato chip. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for a third year, classes, and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings and opens the classroom door. Everyone! This is a new member here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I have a name, you know. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. You know, 'cause it is a all-girls club only. And there is no need to have a man here. Ah, it's Lorenzo. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. What? All words escape me in this situation. This club is really full of cute, incredibly cute girls. Shit, I might as well stay. So, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. How do you not recognize her? She's another pinkhead, other than Sayori. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. I thought Sayori was full of energy. Damn, y'all must be twins. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right! It's great meeting you again, Lorenzo. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little extravagant, gracious, holy. Yeah, you too, Monica. Come, sit down, Lorenzo. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. I don't have really a voice for Natsuki because if the fact that she's the little girl, it's gonna be hard to even get a voice for it. So maybe in the next episode, but I'm not sure how to do it right now, so I'm sorry. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori because, you know, she's my best friend and everything, and I'm most comfortable with her. I'll try to get her to, you know, maybe get some game with Monica though. So don't worry. Natsuki probably marches back to the table with the tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were that good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, I'm like the best, what's it called anyway? Pastry press maker that ever is? I don't know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite or so? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is actually really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why, are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't made it for a year or anything. I just made it because I wanted to show off my skills. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for a year or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe! But not for you, you know. Dummy. Alright. Just chill. I give up on Natsuki's real logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying his tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Oh, don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I mean, I don't really like books that much, so... Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean... That, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Well, apparently my best friend forced me to. And I had no other choice but to make her happy, so that's why. I was afraid of this question, but I knew it was going to come eventually. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I already did, sorry! Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could be probably a board member for any other major clubs out there. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know... To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. You know, I'm just a girl who likes to, you know, chill out and relax and read a good book, you know? I don't care about the popularity, even though I'm the most popular girl in school. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people like you in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab people's attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such a different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three here. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Oh, that's why they are. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Lorenzo, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, I like to read manga, and I read sports articles. I read the news now and then. YouTube comments, memes. Considering how I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I read very little. Manga? Hey, I just said that. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh my god, you like manga? So do I! It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. No, not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Damn, I'm disappointed in myself. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Pretty good. I mean, I do like some short stories like Valpone, which is really good in such a different world of Vice, so I guess I can say that I like some literature. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately got grasp for something I can relate to at a minimum level. As this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scribe paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine, I won't tell anyone. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just cute, as you are. Saori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. And my battery's dying. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Actually, I'm trying to write some myself, and I end up in failure. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea then, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthening the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lorenzo? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth and with what's been in my mind the entire time. Why the heck do I even want to join the club? Hold on. Shoot, I went back. I never said I would even join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look and, you know, like there's the anime club. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Lorenzo. I am defenseless against these girls. You mean to tell me that this whole time I'm still recording? I go back to the history to read what the dialogue says, but apparently the dialogue says how am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? But that's all I skipped. So alright, so what happened was I accidentally skipped it. I skipped a portion of this text. But pretty much what it says, like, you know, how am I supposed to... Here it is. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That was all I skipped, though. But let's get back to what we were doing, though. Let's see. I just want to make sure it's recording, though. Yeah, it still is. Nice. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, so be it. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls start to light up. Yes, I am so happy! Sawyer wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Don't get too excited. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over to me once more. Lorenzo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself as well. Yeah, sure thing. Can I really impress this class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Lorenzo, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Oh, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure thing. I mean, I might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I don't just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure it's good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, it's time to write a poem. Pick words that your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm sorry it was pretty long. I wanted to keep it a limit of 20 minutes, but at this point it was kind of impossible with this game because it's a lot of dialogue and everything. But again, I'm really excited to see what happens during the game, and I'm sorry about those moments of like cutting through the text because that's a big habit of mine. But as always, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video, especially for the series to keep going on, because I still want to keep going on with the series and see how much I can progress with it. It's a really fun game, seems really interesting, and I just really want to see how this ends, even though I might regret saying that and doing it, but I want to see how this game goes. But as always, hope you enjoy the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, guys, and share this video with your friends if you'd like to see more gameplay like this. And as always, stay frenzy. Peace.